With me now, radio talk show host and Fox News contributor David Webb. Good evening, David.
Good evening to you, Judge.
All right, who do you see as the standouts among that GOP group?
Probably the guy with the meat, because he got all the red meat he could want in that room. This is what happens in Iowa. This is what was playing out throughout this entire summit. But, you know, all these candidates have to look at their path to victory. Iowa is a bedrock for many, but it is a purple state because Democrats also have a strong presence. So now they have to expand beyond that room and beyond the red meat that fits the narrative and how they're going to get these things. They can talk about the issues, foreign policy, economics, rights, they're all important, but they've got to get beyond that room. And as for the standout, I think the standout is the diversity in the field right now for the Republicans.
Oh, come on, give me a name, David.
Look, Rand Paul sets himself apart as more of a rational libertarian when he gets up there. He slips from time to time. You got to look at the Governor Walkers, those that have governed a little bit more, and you know what to expect out of Ted Cruz. I hate to say it, but it's just early and really hard to tell.
All right. So then let's focus on Jeb Bush. He didn't have such a great week this week. You know, announcing what it really wasn't announcing, his gaffes over the Iraq War. You know, I hate to say this, but is this guy ready for the mainstream media? Is he ready for the national stage? Is he rusty? What's going on with him?
Well, see, now that's a fair question when it comes to Jeb Bush.
Thanks.
Is he says he's not that candidate. That's the front man that gets up there. He doesn't wow the people. He's trying to sell substance. Strategically, however, he's letting everyone else go out and see how the long, hot days of summer play out. But he's just not, he's not stepping out with the energy. He's not capturing the hearts yet. He's got to come out at some point. He's got to step out there, and he's got to do battle on the main stage. If not,
but he'll
stay pretty much where he is.
The guy's announcing when he hasn't announced. He's changing his answers. Those are fumbles.
You know, I don't know if this early on it's going to matter when we come down to maybe June, late June, July, and into the first debate. The question is, can he actually get past this in the short-term memory?
Right. All right. Hillary Clinton hasn't answered a question from the media in 3 weeks. Not answering questions from the media. She seems to be in better shape than Jeb Bush, who's talking to the media.
Well, she's in better shape because who's her competition? Yeah. Bernie Sanders, a socialist. When you look at the Democratic field, they've limited themselves. You have diversity and a wide field, and yes, there's an experience issue on the Republican side. On the other side, for the Democrats, you've got Hillary Clinton, who is kind of the crown princess, and maybe the clown prince in Bernie Sanders, who's going nowhere. So the Democrats should worry, what if Hillary Clinton implodes? Who's next?
Right. Let me ask you about George Stephanopoulos. Huge mess this week for ABC. You know, his contributing to the Clinton Foundation and trashing the guy, or really asking him tough questions, who wrote the book, Peter Schweitzer. I mean, the hypocrisy is staggering. I mean, do you have to wonder, what do these candidates think their chances are with the mainstream media if this is the kind of thing that is going on?
Well, first of all, here we have one of the biggest voices in mainstream media who doesn't disclose the level of his relationship with the Clinton family, the Clinton Global Initiative. He had a membership which required a $20,000 fee. It requires involvement. And he obfuscates, and he's playing it off as if he's, well, just a journalist. He's not. This is someone who's been a Clinton man since the early 90s. He will always be a Clinton person. He and Hillary have very effusively said they love each other as they continue this love fest towards what he hopes will be another Clinton White House. So he's damaged his own credibility. The question is, will Americans actually look at him from a media perspective and look at his trustworthiness? And it brings us back to who does the debates. He shouldn't do a debate.
Of course
ABC should make a decision on what to do with him.
All right, David Webb, thanks so much for being with us tonight.